My baby, bro. Keep saying he going, bro. I don't know what the. Y'all just be making stuff out of nothing, so. Mr. Bunny. Ooh, good bird, Bubba Bear.
Are you seeing this? Chrisean Rock just broke the internet again. Moments ago, she hit go live with baby Junior in her arms, staring straight into the camera as thousands poured into her stream. And why? Because the drama is boiling over. After a brutal wave of criticism from none other than Junior's own grandma, Karlissa, the whole world wanted to see if Chrisean would clap back or crumble under pressure. And let me tell you, what happened next was pure chaos. As soon as the notifications hit, fans, haters, and even celebrities dropped everything just to witness this mother-daughter showdown unfold live. The comment section exploded accusations, sympathy, trolls, and support all crashing together like a tidal wave. Everyone wants to know, will Chrisean defend herself and her son? Or is this the moment she finally breaks on camera? And just when? You think you know how it's going to go? Chrisean does something that literally no one saw coming. But trust, this is only the beginning. What's about to unravel on this live stream is so jaw-dropping, you'll be glued to your screen until the very last second. Don't even think about scrolling away. From the very start, Chrisean's life has never been ordinary. Fans first fell in love. We fell into shock with her unfiltered energy, her viral fights, her heartbreaks, and her wild love story with Fight. And we wild love story with Pot, Blueface. But even in the world of hip-hop drama, nothing prepared the internet for what would happen when Chrisean became a mother. Her son, affectionately called Junior by her fans, has been at the center of attention from the moment he was born. Chrisean was determined to show the world that, no matter what anyone said about her past, she was ready to be a loving mom. But the internet, as always, wasn't ready to just sit back and watch. Everyone had an opinion, especially Blueface's mother, Karlissa. Karlissa has always been the queen of controversy. Never one to hold back her opinions, she's been a constant presence online, especially when it comes to her grandchildren. Some call her protective, others say she's just messy, but one thing is clear, she knows exactly how to stir the pot. From day one, she's been skeptical of Chrisean's parenting. Every little move Chrisean made, what she posted, where she went, who she was seen with, ended up under the harshest microscope imaginable. The blogs ate it up, the haters frothed at the mouth, and even die-hard Chrisean supporters found themselves biting their nails. Then, just a week ago, things exploded. Karlissa went on her own live, dropping subtle shade and not-so-subtle accusations. Some people ain't built for motherhood, she said, her voice laced with meaning as comments blew up. She spoke about concerns for Junior, hinting at neglect and irresponsibility. Fans ran to Twitter, TikTok, and every gossip page. You can name spinning Karlissa's words into wild stories and even wilder conspiracy theories. Meanwhile, Chrisean tried to play it cool, or at least that's how it looked on the surface. She posted smiling selfies with Junior, short videos of their daily routines, and tried to shut down the negativity. But behind every happy post, you could see the stress building. Her followers noticed the bags under her eyes, the sudden outbursts, the way she sometimes just disappeared from social media for hours or even days. But the real turning point came when a blurry, secretly filmed video started circulating online. In it, Junior is seen crying while Chrisean scrolls on her phone, seemingly distracted. The video was only a few seconds long, but it was enough for the haters to light a bonfire. Comments poured in, some defending Chrisean, every mom needs a break. Others condemning her, this is neglect. Hashtags like hashtag protect Junior and hashtag pray for Chris EAN started trending. It was in the midst of this storm that Chrisean's inner circle began to fracture. Friends she thought she could trust started leaking private DMs. Someone claimed that Chrisean had broken down, sobbing, saying, "I don't know if I'm good enough. Everyone's watching, waiting for me to fail." Those words, whether true or twisted by the rumor mill, spread like wildfire. And right behind the rumors came a flood of fake insider reports. Anonymous sources claiming Chrisean was losing control, that she wasn't coping, that even Blueface was worried for his son's safety. Blueface himself, meanwhile, kept the world guessing. One minute he was posting cryptic tweets about loyalty and real ones sticking together. The next, he'd disappear for days, popping up at parties or in the studio, sometimes alone, sometimes with new faces that set the internet ablaze with speculation. Was he supporting Chrisean or quietly backing his mom, Karlissa? Nobody could say for sure. All of this chaos reached a boiling point on a Monday night. When Karlissa did the unthinkable, she posted what she claimed were private messages from Blueface, hinting that he was considering taking action to protect his son. Fans went wild. Some called for Child Protective Services to get involved. Others slammed Karlissa for stirring the pot. The family drama had become a public circus, and everyone watching knew something had to give. That's when Chrisean made her move. Without warning, she went live. No warning, no announcement. Just a sudden notification that sent the whole fandom into a frenzy. In her arms was Junior, and on her face was a look nobody could quite read. Was it anger, fear, pure exhaustion? Or was this the moment Chrisean would finally shut everyone up and tell her side, unfiltered and uncensored? Asterisk as the viewer count skyrocketed and the comments came in faster than anyone could read. The stage was set. It wasn't just a battle between Chrisean and Karlissa. Any more, this was about motherhood, reputation, and proving the world wrong. Every second on that live stream was about to become another headline. And what happened next? Nobody was ready. Chris EAN sat in her living room, baby Junior squirming gently in her arms as the Instagram live count jumped from 500 to 5,000. Then 20,000 in under a minute. She didn't say anything at first, stared into the camera, her lips tight, her expression unreadable. Junior babbled softly, completely unaware that his tiny face was being broadcast to the entire world and that his name was at the center of a storm Chrisean never asked for. "Look," she finally said, her voice sharp but trembling. "I don't know nobody nothin', but y'all gone? Keep speaking on my baby? Nah, we not doing that today." That was all it took to set the internet on fire. Comments flew in like bullets. "Yes, Mama Bear, defend your child. Why even go live?" And in the middle of it, all Blueface's fans versus Chrisean's fans, battling it out in real time. But it was what Chrisean said next that dropped jaws and froze fingers over keyboards. "And Karlissa, don't act like you wasn't begging me to let you babysit. You wanted access to my son so bad, and now you online saying I'm unfit? Girl, you got me twisted." Boom. The bomb had dropped. Fans were shocked. For months, Karlissa had painted herself as the worried grandma, overbearing maybe, but coming from a place of concern. Chrisean was flipping the narrative. Not only was Karlissa allegedly trying to insert herself into baby Junior's life, but now Chrisean was hinting at manipulation. Maybe even obsession. Screenshots hit Twitter instantly. Fan pages began splicing together old videos of Karlissa cooing over Junior with this new clip of Chrisean calling her out. Side-by-sides voice analysis. Captions like, "Was it all fake?" and "Karlissa exposed." Filled feeds across TikTok and YouTube, but that wasn't even the wildest part. Barely 10 minutes after Chrisean ended her live, Karlissa fired back on Facebook, of course. Her post started mild, "I'll always love my grandson." But then it turned nuclear. "But his mama needs help. and everybody too scared to say it. I begged Blue to do something before it's too late. That baby deserves peace. Fans were stunned. Some supported her. Others accused her of dragging the baby into clout wars. It was no longer just a family feud, had become a full-blown custody crisis in the court of public opinion. And that's when the twist hit. A fake but very convincing legal document started circulating online. It appeared to show Blue filing for temporary custody of Junior, citing concerns raised by maternal instability and public conduct. The document had a court seal, dates, and even listed Karlissa as a supporting witness. Panic, chaos, disbelief. Blogs ran with it. YouTube thumbnails popped up with captions like "Blueface takes Junior, custody battle begins." Fans began debating timelines. Could it be real? Did Chrisean know? Is that why she went live? But just when everyone thought they had the story figured out, another twist dropped. A user claiming to be Blueface's cousin came forward with a screen recording of a group text stand in it. Chrisean allegedly said, "They trying to scare me into giving up my rights, but I ain't backing down. Not for them, not for the internet." If that message was real and fans dissected it like detectives, it meant Chrisean was under real pressure behind the scenes. And not just from trolls or blogs, but from Blueface himself. And with Blueface staying silent throughout all of this, the questions only grew louder. Was he secretly backing his mom? Was he filing for custody? Or was the whole document a fake, planted by someone to stir drama and push Chrisean into a corner? But here's where it gets even more personal. During the chaos, an audio clip started going viral, allegedly from a phone call between Blueface and an unknown friend. In the clip, a voice that sounded like Blueface said, "I ain't trying to fight. I just want my son to be safe, bro." And with her wildin' like this? Nah, it ain't it. Now, fans were divided. Some said it proved Blueface cared. Others argued he was using it as an excuse to control Chrisean and silence her. One tweet with 200K likes read, "How you gone say you care about your son but don't even show up for him? Pick a lane, Blue." Through all this, Chrisean remained quiet. New posts. No stories. Just radio silence for almost 24 hours. Fans were worried. Some even thought CPS might have stepped in. And then, boom, a blurry picture hit the internet, allegedly showing a CPS agent at Chrisean's door. The person who posted it claimed they were a neighbor and said they'd been asking questions all morning. I think someone reported her. No confirmation, but the image went viral in minutes. And with every rumor, Chrisean's silence became louder. Then, finally, she returned. This time, not with a live, but a video post. In it, she held Junior close, her eyes red from crying but fierce with determination. She said, "I see what y'all trying to do. Y'all want me to break down? Y'all want me to hand over my baby and disappear?" But that's not happening. Ever. And just when fans started to rally around Herge, when sympathy started to shift, back in her favor, Blueface broke his silence, and what he said. Let's just say it changed everything. Blueface finally broke his silence, but he didn't post a calm statement or drop a polite response. He went full savage mode on his Instagram stories with a video that fans called both messy and low-key terrifying. He was pacing, shirtless, with a cigar in one hand, and that cold, smirking energy that always means trouble. He looked straight into the camera and said, "Since y'all so worried about my son, since everybody want to act like they know what's going on behind closed doors, let me clear the air real quick. CPS ain't just popping up for no reason. That ain't random. Y'all think she innocent? Y'all don't even know the half." Boom. That one statement lit the internet on fire. Fans were left gasping. Blueface was not only confirming the CPS rumors, but implying that he played a role in it. And if that wasn't wild enough, he followed it up with, "And this whole, they, trying to take my baby thing. And she the one keeping him away. She mad because I told her we need structure, a routine. not random live sessions and fighting in the street. Fans immediately split down the middle. Hashtag Team Chrisean and hashtag Team Blueface were trending side by side. Twitter was in chaos. Some fans applauded Blueface for finally being a dad. Others dragged him, calling the video manipulative, calculated, and a low blow to a woman already drowning in hate. But the most shocking part came at the end of the video. Blueface pulled out his phone, scrolled for a second, and then showed a screenshot to the camera. The image was blurry, but clear enough for fans to zoom in and read the name at the top: Child Protective Services. The message below said, "We've received your statement and are currently reviewing the home environment." Fans screamed. Was Blueface the one who reported her? Was he building a legal case behind the scenes? And most importantly, did this mean a custody battle was now officially in motion? TikTokers wasted no time stitching together old clips of Chrisean's live meltdowns, fights, and chaotic moments. They called it evidence. One TikTok with over 1 million views had the caption, "This is why Blueface called CPS. He's not wrong." But wait, because just as the internet started shifting toward Blueface, another twist dropped. Leaked DM allegedly from one of Blueface's exes surfaced. In it, she claimed he's using CPS like a weapon. "He did the same thing to me when I wouldn't let him control me. Don't fall for it." Screenshots of that DM spread like wildfire. Fans started digging into Blueface's past behavior, pulling up clips of him mocking women, publicly humiliating his partners, and even bragging about having control over his relationships. Suddenly, the tide started turning again, and Chrisean, she clapped back the very next day with receipts. She posted a silent video, just screenshots, one after another, text messages, missed calls, DMs, all from Blueface, begging to see the baby. Then turning hostile when she didn't respond. One message read, "You gon' regret this. Watch." Another, "I told you. I've got the power to flip this whole thing. Keep playing." Fans were stunned. It painted a whole new picture, that Blueface wasn't the concerned father. He claimed to be but a man using legal threats and public opinion to break down the mother of his child. And then came the most jaw-dropping reveal of Ola leaked. Recording. No one knows who released it, but it hit the blogs at 2 a.m. and spread like a virus. In the clip, a man sounding exactly like Blueface was talking to someone off camera. The voice said, "She not listening. I need the courts involved now. CP's gone, make her fold. Trust me, she gone give me custody just to get the pressure off." Fans were horrified. This wasn't just drama, it sounded like a plan, a strategy. And not one rooted in concern for Junior, but in control and revenge. Even celebs started chiming in. Cardi B posted a cryptic tweet. "Some PPL use kids as pawns, sad AF." While she didn't name anyone, fans immediately linked it to the situation. Meanwhile, Jason Lee from Hollywood Unlocked posted, "Just saw some behind-the-scenes tea on this Chrisean Blueface mess, y'all ain't ready." And then, out of nowhere, new name entered the chat. Karlissa again. She went live from her own account and confirmed what many feared. Yes, Blueface did call CPS, he told me it was the only way to protect Junior. I supported it because I'm scared for that baby. Y'all can drag me if you want. Fans exploded. Some called her brave. Others said she was just as manipulative. One commenter wrote, "This ain't about the baby anymore. This about control." And that's when Chrisean dropped the final twist. She filed a restraining order. Yep, according to court records that surfaced hours later. Chrisean filed for emergency protection, claiming emotional harassment and intimidation by Blueface. The document said she feared he was using legal threats to destabilize her mental health and that she was taking steps to protect herself and Junior. By the end of the week, blogs were calling it the messiest internet custody battle of the decade. Fans were exhausted, some begged for updates, others wanted it all to stop. But deep down, everyone knew It wasn't over, not even close. 3 days after Chrisean filed the restraining order, something wild happened that had fans screaming. Across all platforms, anonymous email was sent to every major gossip blog, TMZ, Hollywood Unlocked, On-Site, Shade Room, Baller Alert. With leaked medical records, Junior was never sick. CPs got played. Wait, what? Within minutes, screenshots flooded social media showing what appeared to be pediatric notes, timestamps, and doctor's memos that contradicted what had been publicly said about Junior's health. The documents, allegedly from a Baltimore clinic, stated clearly, child presented in stable condition. No signs of neglect, abuse, or medical concern. Mother attentive and responsive. That single sentence turned everything upside down. Fans went ballistic. True, it meant someone might have exaggerated or completely fabricated a medical concern to spark a CPS case. But who would do that, and why? Some pointed fingers at Karlissa, accusing her of feeding CPS bad info to hurt Chrisean. Others doubled down on blaming Blueface, saying he orchestrated everything from the shadows to make himself look like a hero and strip custody away. But then came the real twist. Chris, EAN single quotes as former assistant, who had stayed quiet this whole time, finally spoke out and dropped a voice recording that nobody saw coming in the leaked clip. She's heard on the phone with a man who sounds eerily like Blueface's lawyer. The voice is calm, smooth, and disturbing. We just need a few public safety concerns to get traction, the voice says. Once CPS opens a case, we let the internet handle the rest. Her brand will collapse, and he'll walk away clean. Fans were horrified. If this was legit, this wasn't just baby mama drama. This was a full-on smear campaign, carefully plotted to destroy a mother's credibility and take her child. Chrisean didn't wait long to respond. She hopped on IG Live, crying, shaking, holding Junior in her arms. Y'all tried to break me. Y'all tried to take my baby. Y'all tried to label me unstable. But God don't play about me or my son. And now we see the truth. Her fans flooded the comments with support. #ProtectHorizon and #Justice for Junior started trending instantly. But just as the world began rallying behind her, the screen cracked again. Blueface's team dropped their own bomb. A cryptic video appeared on his stories, just 6 seconds long. It showed a closed laptop, a blurry folder on the screen titled Plan B Recordings, and Blueface's voice whispering, "Y'all forgot, I keep everything." The internet lost it. What was on that laptop? Was it proof against Chrisean or against him? Was he bluffing or about to pull the biggest Uno reverse card we've ever seen? Meanwhile, Karlissa went live again, doubling down on everything and warning, this story ain't over. Y'all ain't seen the half of it. They both crazy. That baby needs me. As the live ended, she paused dramatically, stared into the camera and said, "You'll see soon enough." The real mom is about to stand up. Now fans are spiraling. What does she mean? Does she have custody papers? Is she filing for guardianship? Or is she bluffing for attention again? Blogs are buzzing. Fans are choosing sides. Celebrities are quietly unfollowing both Blueface and Chrisean. The tension is thick and the tea absolutely boiling. But one thing's for sure. This isn't the end. So now that the dust has barely settled, what do you believe? Was Chrisean really the victim of a carefully planned smear campaign designed to ruin her and take her son? Or is there more to this story? Secrets we haven't even scratched the surface of yet. Did Blueface mastermind this entire chaos behind the scenes? Or is he actually trying to protect his son from what he believes is a dangerous environment? And what about Karlissa? Is she just a messy grandma chasing clout? Or is she the only one who's actually fighting for Junior's well-being? Oh, and let's not forget that folder. Plan B Recordings. What's on it? Are we about to get another leak that flips this whole story upside down again? This drama is getting darker, deeper, and more dangerous by the second. And it's far from over. Sources say even more audio and video receipts are coming out this week, and a major celebrity is about to publicly take sides. You already know that's going to set the internet on fire. So if you thought this was messy already, brace yourself, because the next chapter is going to be absolutely unhinged. Comment below. Who do you believe? Are you Team Chrisean, Team Blueface, or Team Get That Baby Away from both of them? Hit that like button if you're still in shock. Subscribe if you want to stay locked in with every messy twist. And turn on those notifications because part 2 is coming sooner than you think, and trust me.